Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Eliza. Excuse me, I'm still drinking my coffee. I'm still needing to finish it. Anyways, where we last left off with Eliza was that we basically are now going to a restaurant with Soren, the same dude who was talking about his new project about mental health, but in a way that's stimulating the person's brain instead of actually giving them tips on what they need to get, like medicine and stuff like that. Which is kind of strange to me that the guy was willing to do that or pick up that kind of crap, but it's like, whatever, I guess. But yeah, let's get into it right now. Here. Sorry, I was clicking on the X to kind of get out of that pause menu. That night, I headed out to meet up with Soren at the restaurant he picked. It's much fancier than I expected. Platts Prince Paws, I think it's pronounced. Ugh, I didn't count on this expense. Maybe he'll offer to pick up the tab, but that could be awkward too. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. I love how these things always get complicated. Okay.
Would you like to start with some fresh oysters?
How about no, Soren? It's strange because we haven't seen Soren's face, like facially in front of us yet. I've never eaten oyster in my life, so I'll say this.
I'm not really an oyster person.
Well, these might change your mind. No? Well,
He must come here often. What a lifestyle.
Evelyn, I've wanted to ask, what brings you back?
Back.
Yeah, what do you mean by back?
Back to the world, the land of the living.
The
I
hell?
know you were having a difficult time after what happened.
What really happened? I still don't know. They keep hiding it. I'm just like, what happened to Evelyn? Like, she's been kind of like... It seems like these stories are just like... The story so far is just like kind of hinting at things, but we don't know what it is yet. But also that's kind of rude to call it the land of the living. Like, it sounds like he's been living the life, I guess, and that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, this is the land of the dead, I feel like, more so, because everyone's just, like, living off in a way that's, like... I don't know, like, a lot of people live like they're dead, almost. Or they just don't have anything better to do in life.
Sure, I don't know. I guess I thought it was time, finally.
Yes, I understand. Every trauma takes time. Time to heal, or if not heal exactly, at least to move on. And taking action is a good way to do that. So I salute you. You want to do his memory right, don't you?
His memory? Whose?
Whose?
Damien, of course. Are you sure you're okay?
Damien. I wonder who's this Damien dude.
Your reappearance happens to coincide with a critical time for me. As you saw, I've just split with Skanda in a very public way in order to pursue an entrepreneurial path.
I don't feel like it's entrepreneurial, but sure.
Presumably, Raynor's found you as well.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he said he wants to speak with me.
It's a war for talent out there. People like you are very much in demand.
I wonder what kind of talent they're looking for, though, in terms of Evelyn. I'm not saying that she's not talented. I'm just, like, wondering what kind of talent specifically are they mentioning here. Like, computer programming talent? I guess morale decisioning, talent? Like, somewhere, like, thinking about how the AI should work, I guess, in a way, maybe?
I'm sure he'll try to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Anybody could refuse an offer, honestly.
That's why I want you to promise me you won't work for that asshole.
Wow, Soren's just... You're an asshole too, Soren. I'm not working for you either.
Asshole. I had no idea you hated Raynor so much. What happened?
What happened? He came in as CEO, that's what happened. So cultured, all the right credentials, Harvard, Goldman Sachs, all that nonsense. A little princeling who was never wanted in his life, never known what it's like to suffer. You don't get even a little upset at that?
No, that's pretty normal, I guess. As long as they're not hurting anybody, they're fine, right?
I do the opposite of what a guy like that wants me to do, just to spite him. That's what my instincts say. And my instincts are what led me to where I am now. standing at the edge of this brand new territory.
Still on about himself, I feel like. I feel like Soren just likes to brush his own ego and just like say everybody's at fault and not his own. But I mean, I understand that he has failures. Soren does have failures, and he's understood his failures a little bit. But at the same time, he should acknowledge the fact that if this project that he's going at fails, it's just almost equivocal in the sense that Raynor's like not seeing that. Like, it's almost equivocal to what he's trying to point out, that, you know, somebody has to fail to kind of get better at something, but who knows?
Direct stimulation, induced dreaming. Can you picture it? Therapeutic reality delivered right through your nervous system. It'll revolutionize the entire field of mental health, not to mention the applications for productivity, training, entertainment. Imagine the kinds of dreams people would have on demand if they could.
Yeah, the potential for misuse could be pretty high. I could see that happening.
The potential for misuse seems kind of high.
Sure, we'll work on those things.
No, you won't. You're not gonna think about it until the time. It's funny because that's how I feel like people in the tech industry would go into it, in a way, is that they don't have the budget, is definitely one of them. And they may not even have the time, is another. So when those two conflict with your project being completed in a way that is able to be used in the public's eye, you're in no way possible are going to know what you're doing until the time when something big, problematically big, happens. And Soren is not going to care about that. I can guarantee you that much. I don't think Soren is that careful concerning how his ego is stronger than his knowledge, I feel like. That's what I think. Like, his ego will cloud his judgments in a way that's probably going to cause a destruction to the project that he's working on here. So I'm just like, yeah, this dude is really just shooting himself in the foot.
The important thing right now is to build momentum.
No.
I have first mover advantage here, but only for a small amount of time. Evelyn, I need a chief engineer, and I can't think of anyone better suited than you.
Screw off, Soren. I don't want to work for you, buddy.
You could be at the vanguard of a whole new field, in on the ground floor of this extremely interesting and potentially very lucrative business. Listen, I know that things were not always the best in the past, and some of those things may have been because of me. Believe me, I'm aware of my own failings better than anyone.
He says that now instead of saying that first. You should say this first and not talk crap about others, honestly.
And if you're concerned about working for me again for that reason, I'll understand. But I hope you're thinking for yourself on this one.
I am. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm sure there are people who are telling you to ignore me, or that I have the wrong idea, or that I'm dangerous.
You are dangerous.
Whatever you choose to believe, I at least want to offer you the chance to get a demo of this technology. It really does work, and it's really something else.
No, thank you.
Won't you give it a try?
No.
I'll think about it.
Damn it, don't give him a chance. Don't give him the thought of chance that we're interested. I hate this, damn it.
Considering it is all I ask.
Soren smiles as if remembering a secret.
So, what are you doing after this?
Oh god. Going home, sleeping, and playing games. What else would it be?
After dinner?
Yes, tonight is... You remember Nora, right? Did you know she's a DJ now?
Oh. Really? Why are you bringing up Nora? We know you have a dirty past, I guess. I guess that's the word, dirty past, maybe? Like, they have a past relationship that's not that great. Like, Nora literally said it. Like, Soren is a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, I did. She's the one who told me about your talk.
Oh, she was there too. I should have said hello.
She wasn't there at all. We took her place anyway.
No, I don't think she attended. She just told me about it.
Well, her show is tonight. If we take a car after dinner, we could get there with plenty of time to settle in.
Oh, her concert was tonight. Okay,
It'd be good
realize.
to support your old friend, don't you think?
I'd rather go alone.
Why do you want to go?
Yeah.
No need to be frightened. I mean, I know it's a jouissance, which is...
Which is what?
Oh, you don't know. As a performance space, it has a bit of a theme to it. It's pretty tame, really. They take on the aesthetic, but it's not necessarily the whole point of it. It's for people who want the image of the thing, the trappings, without getting in too deep with the real culture.
Like EDM, but in a very, very small space, maybe? Like an EDM festival, but very small space of, like, crowded, but not too crowded, in a small venue, but not in an open, wide venue, I'm guessing, is what they're trying to say. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I have no clue what the hell he's talking about either.
What are you talking about? What theme?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, I didn't mention? It's sort of, well, there's a little bit of bondage theme there.
Excuse me, buddy? I don't think she's I think she's in a rock band concert, not a freaking weird... Oh god, this guy is... Soren is such a weirdo, I'm sorry, what?
You know, BDSM.
This guy... This guy is just like, just digging himself a grave that's deeper than I can imagine it being, if that is the case. I don't remember... Let me double check this. No, it's not here. What was it? Chat? Yeah, Nora. I want to see if it's a concert that she's saying that is like an actual legitimate like concert. I think she said she sent a flyer, I think. I'll send you a flyer, yeah. But did she really send a flyer? Was it an email? Nora. Oh, it is. But it's a club. But he said DJ, but that's not... I don't get it. It's conflicting in my mind because it's like, it's a BDSM in this idiot's mind, while it's a DJ with EDM mixed to it. So I'm confused which one is it, because they've never crossed the line much before. Like BDSM and DJing / EDM is never like that weird, I guess. Maybe it's a club, like a nightclub, but I guess that's the farthest it goes, but that's not... I don't get it. How much do you know so much? How do you know so much about this? Is that... Are you sure? I love these super answers. I really love this. I don't know which one to choose, though. I'll take the second one.
How do you know so much about this?
It's one of my research areas, in fact.
Uh-huh. Sounds like one of those, like, people on YouTube. They're like... They see a image of a sexy lady there, and they're like, I need to know the source, the sauce. It's for research purposes. It's like the stupidest thing ever. I don't know. It's just...
The psychology of S&M is fascinating.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What should I do? I will go, but I want to ditch this dude.
I'll go, for Nora's sake.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Not for you, Soren.
It happens to be tonight, so we should seize the moment.
Can I do it without you?
Don't worry, it isn't a date. Not unless you want it to be.
Can I break off from this stupid date or this dinner and like let me go off on my own and let you drive yourself away? I don't want
it to be.
No.
Makes sense. Well, who knows who I'll run into there.
Good. Soren drains the rest of his drink.
Let's go after we wrap up here.
You pay, buddy. You pay. I ain't got money. How is it possible that I feel old and Soren is acting like he's in his 20s? I haven't been at a concert at a club after dinner in years. We step inside and a blast of warm air hits me. There's no BDSM. This is just a purely like, yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was. Like a EDM, but in a very more confined, tight space. Not too crowded, but crowded enough to like let people walk through the places they need to walk through, I guess. It's already bustling with activity here. I don't see any bondage stuff here though. What was he on about?
I thought you said this was like some S&M club.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they might have taken all of that stuff down since the last I was here.
This guy is a weirdo.
Are you sure you're remembering this place correctly?
Actually, would you excuse me for a moment?
Just like, I think I screwed myself here. I gotta profusely sweat.
I want to talk to those people over there.
Soren points at a group of women chatting with each other at the bar. Oh, thank goodness, I don't have to be with this guy anymore.
Are those people you know?
Not currently, but hopefully I can change that.
Yeah, he's just some old dude looking for some sex time with some group of people. I honestly don't think he's gonna. I don't think he should be here at all to begin with. But
Wait, Soren, I don't know anybody here.
it's fine as long as we're not, you know, in trouble. I guess he's already gone. Why is he like this? Abandoned the second I walked in. Okay. Now I have to sit here by myself acting like I'm cool enough to be here on my own. Great. Here's the phone ring. I was assuming there would be a phone ring. Sarah meeting with Rainer. Oh yeah, the meeting for the next day in this game. Evelyn, you are scheduled to meet with Rainer at 9:20 a.m. Oh, that's pretty early in the morning. Tomorrow morning, I will have a car come pick you up from Queen Anne office. You will need to check in at the front office or front desk, but you do need to sign an NDA as your old one still applies. Oh, you do not need. Okay, I thought you need to. I was like, wait, what? You do not need to sign an NDA as your old one still applies. This meeting is expected to last around 20 minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. Regards, Sarah Krchavtova. I think that's her last name. Oh, sorry for butchering the last name. Our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds. Kind of a strange time to tell me this, though, the message. Excuse me. What's a good drink to get at a place like this? Something strong, I think? I hope Evelyn doesn't drink, because I think it's not worth it to drink in this area, considering that you could hurt yourself if you're not with somebody, technically. I wonder how many of these bands are still around here. Are still around. Hopefully some of them are, at least. Nora's setup looks pretty simple. Knowing her taste for optimization, I'm sure she's going to use it very effectively. I love that, the way they explain that. Her talents of optimization ends up being the thing for space and the usage of stuff for music. Yeah, because in coding, a lot of programmers have to be optimized in the code they work with. So like it needs to be able to be taken out like a piece of a puzzle. Like you could just take it out and then fit another different type of puzzle in correctly, and that's kind of the optimization idea. So it's pretty interesting to see her saying it like that. All right, let's continue. Nora almost runs to the table when she sees me.
Evelyn!
We haven't seen Nora nor Soren in this kind of like face-to-face style until now, so it's pretty interesting to see Nora up close now, because earlier we've only seen them from afar or from a different angle. Thank goodness I've been rescued.
I'm so happy you came!
Yeah, I wanted to support you.
Yeah.
Soren came too, but he ditched me to chat up some people. He said he thought this was like an S&M club or something.
What? No, it's not like that at all. Where did he get that idea?
I don't know. Maybe he just hoped it was.
Oof.
Ah, who cares? I wasn't interested in seeing Soren. I wanted to see you!
Hell yeah. Well, let me actually blow my nose because my nose is starting to clog up. Okay, give me a second. And... Alright, cool. I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, who cares? I wasn't interested in Soren. I wanted to see you too.
I wanted to see you too.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of setup left to do. Do you want to come help?
Mine as well.
Okay, but you'll have to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's simple. I'll show you.
Nora leads me to the stage area. Oh, there we are. I love how we're just simply right there. There are multiple pieces of equipment connected by huge tangles of thick wires. Everything at the setup, I realize I really know nothing about electronic music.
Are these modulars?
Some of them. The one over there with all the cables coming out of it, that one is a modular.
Interesting. They all have cables coming out of them.
This one?
No, the one with the little colored cables on the front.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not sure which piece of gear she's talking about.
The others are not modular. They're just regular synthesizers.
Okay.
Okay, is each one of these going to make a different sound?
Where should we start?
Nora points towards a small plastic keyboard on the table. It's bright red and kind of looks like a toy.
This is an SH-101. It's really hot. I love the sound. It's useful for piercing leads, noises like that. I use it quite a lot.
Piercing leads. I'm not familiar with the term for the music stuff. I mean, I only know like kick and snare kind of thing. Like that's the most stupidest. Well, it's not stupidest, but like the most simplest, I guess, of the terms that I've heard. But otherwise, I haven't really. I'm not familiar with the synthesizer music space of electronic music, so it's harder for me to understand that very well.
Piercing leads. Okay.
Nora points to another larger synthesizer. This one is black with brown wood painted on the sides and silver dials on the front. I feel like somebody explained this to me before, like the type of synthesizer this is, but I don't remember exactly who or what it was called.
This is a Moog. You've heard of a Moog, right?
Hell no.
I've heard the name, maybe. It's not Moog? I guess I never heard anyone say it aloud.
Nope. Moog.
Mold?
Moog, not Moog. Okay. I'm not sure I can handle this all at once.
Nora doesn't hear me. Instead, she holds up a small white and silver box. It looks like a wide pencil case with dials and with dials and little blue lights on it.
Surely you know about this one. It's a Roland TB-303. You know, the acid house sound.
Oh god, it's getting worse because she's explaining these like foreign terms to me.
Acid house.
It's just as well. This is not an ordinary model, of course.
I think the hard part is like not showing a picture of it, I think, and that's the hard part for me, is like I can't feel that similar awkwardness of Evelyn kind of like getting kind of confused with everything. I think that would have helped emphasize this part of the story a bit more. It's just like showing pictures of like a painted picture of the synthesizer stuff, and or like the whole picture of the whole like setup looking like, because right now I'm just only imagining it rather than imagining it based on words instead of like seeing it for myself, I guess. And all I can say is that I'm confused already because the naming it in itself is already confusing. But I don't know. Anyways, Nora points at some words at the front panel. Devilfish.
The Devilfish 303 is a modified, upgraded version of the original. A guy in Australia does it? Oh, they're really awesome.
Aftermarket modifications for electronic music gear? This is seriously a whole world in itself.
Evelyn, why don't I teach you some of these things? It might do you some good to learn something new.
Sure.
You could come over sometime and we could make some noise together.
I think that's a fun time, yeah.
Sounds like a fun time.
Nora plugs in more cables, creating a spaghetti-like arrangement that stretches across the entire table.
All right, that should do it. Thanks for your help.
I didn't even feel like I helped, but...
No problem.
Time for me to shake this place into the ground.
Alrighty. Nora disappears into the back to get ready. Meanwhile, Soren returns from his conversation at the bar looking slightly dispirited.
Ah, time for the main event. Funny to see Nora like this, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, she's come a long way from the timid junior programmer I remember.
I don't think he has the right to say it either. He shouldn't be the one who said timid junior programmer when I feel like she wasn't that timid, I feel like.
Interesting stage name, too. Little Sappho. You know what Sappho indicates, don't you?
Another BDSM name. I would just be laughing if it's just him just explaining, it's another BDSM term, you know? I'm like, Soren, stop. Soren, stop your stupidity of... This guy's just too much for me. I hate Soren, but I think he's like a very, like... He's like a cringe fest in itself. I don't know, like an awkward bastard that just had to exist for the story. Okay.
Sappho?
Yeah, I want to hear him explain, and then I want him to dig more of a deeper hole for himself again.
What's a Sappho?
Oh, okay, of course you know. That was a silly question. I apologize.
He doesn't even know. He just dug a hole for himself. Here we go. Nora comes back on stage, ready to start her set for real now. People are cheering for her already. It seems like she's already got a following here. Nora begins to press buttons on her equipment. For a while, everything is silent. The temperature in here seems to get even hotter. Then, noise begins to flow from the speakers as the crowd cheers again. It's harsh noise, distorted, glitchy.
Did you know Nora was capable of creating work like this?
No, I had no idea. I'm as surprised as anyone.
Soren can't stop a weird smile from forming on his lips. Oh god, this guy's getting a creeper vibe coming up. Maybe he thinks I can't see him in the dark, or maybe he's just lost in the moment.
I thought she was wonderful before, but now...
I feel like this guy just likes, like, a weird, like... Soren is kind of like the weirdo who's just, like, obsessed with one person, and then he's, like, trying to put his... I guess his sexual taste onto other people when you shouldn't be doing that kind of thing. Like, that's kind of the weird thing. It's like he's reflecting his sort of secretive personality, I guess. Yeah, like his secretive personality onto others. Like, he's reflecting that weird sense of that. And I'm just like, I'm a little bit like confused to why this guy's the way he is. Like, why are you here? Why are you even bothering, you know? The music builds with huge thumping noises. It's chaotic, but has a certain logic to it. It feels like Nora is leading us somewhere. The anticipation builds and builds. Then it happens, totally without warning. Wow. Nora, goodness. This bass is really intense. I forgot why I don't go to concerts anymore. It feels like it's going through my body, vibrating my sternum like an instrument. It's a slow beat, measured, but there's something about it that feels sensual. Or maybe I should say horny. Excuse me? Yeah, this beat is it's just lewd somehow. What? That's weird. How can a piece of music feel so dirty? It sounds like a robot sex crying or something. I'm trying to piece together by listening to it myself as well right now, and I don't think this sounds that dirty. It just sounds like generic background music for a club, I feel like. Personally, that's what I feel. I feel like that's what it is. It's nothing too unique. I mean, it does sound like grungy, kind of like, not grungy, but like a little bit like like it's just using sort of instruments that are like around the dumpster, like hitting the trash can lids, to just banging on some metal or something. It feels more mechanical, I feel like, but not too dirty per se. But I mean, that's my take. I'm guessing Evelyn has her take of how the music is. Nora looks busy operating her equipment. I have no idea what she's doing to create these sounds. Every once in a while, though, she glances up in the crowd, a smug curl on her lips. Then she looks in my direction with the same smirk. Her eyes seem to ask me, "So, what do you think?" But as I meet her gaze, I'm too overwhelmed to send any particular message. I can't think of anything except that it's loud. I feel like it's dissociating. Is this why people go to concerts? To feel like you're being obliterated by sound. It's not a bad feeling. Some of the people in the club really do look like they're in a trance. This is pretty amazing. I really had no idea Nora had this kind of energy inside of her. I remember she was a good programmer, someone who wanted to do a good job. But this power, where did that come from? The noises crash together, collapsing on top of one another, yet they still make sense. The crowd is dancing, united, electric. Somehow, I feel like Nora is running me ragged without even touching me. I might need a drink. Another drink. Wait, Evelyn's been drinking? I didn't even know. As the performance winds on late into the night, I stop trying so hard to process what's going on and just let things happen. I'm fine. I don't always need to understand what I'm hearing or seeing. It's just too big, too loud to interpret anything. Soren disappeared at some point. I don't really care. Everything is churning, sloshing, washing over. A wave breaking into a rocky shore and dashed into mist. I kind of feel Evelyn in terms of the music that she's probably went through listening in the concert. I've never been to a full-on concert before, actually. So I have no clue about the emotions that you would go through in terms of going to listen to a certain musician or the type of music and stuff. I feel like it is different usually. Like if you're in a rock band concert, it's different from an EDM concert, and it's different from a purely pop concert, I guess. Like like group pop, like a group band, I guess. Yeah, a group band that's like for pop, and then also a single person pop concert. So I mean, it's always different. I feel like all across the board. Wait, where's this? Oh, it's home. I'm not sure I got here. Good that I'm here though, right? Here in bed. Okay, wait, I remember now. I took a car. Everything's fine. I guess I did it. Then I went out and did a thing. That was fun, I think. It was nice to see Nora. I don't think my body is very happy with me right now, though. I think I'll close my eyes and rest for another second before I get ready for bed properly. Wait, did she just get knocked out? Oh, she got knocked out being tired, I guess. I wonder if there was a choice to not attend the concert. Yeah, because I didn't really think about it, but there was an option where we could have not went to the concert overall, and that would have reduced the chances of me interacting with Soren. But hopefully Soren didn't go off and do something dumb, super dumb, considering how he's acted earlier. Rainer's assistant meets me at the reception area with an impassive look. She leads me through the building towards its center. Everything is glass and steel, clean and bright. Employees steal curious glances at me. Am I a curiosity to them? It's hard to believe this used to be my whole world. Eventually, we come to a conference room where Rainer is finishing a meeting. Okay.
Evelyn?
Alright, so we are out of time for sure, I would say. So I'm going to stop here and end the episode here, because this is a good spot to kind of close out on for the chapter 3 here. The start of chapter 3 here. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode of Eliza, or another video of mine. And hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, and night, or whenever watching this. So far, I think this game has been really impressive in making me think about the tech world, in a sense. I mean, some of these things were already things I already knew about, or kind of have a sense of knowing a little bit. But at the same time, I'm just, like, I think the moment of this episode, the funniest moments to me are just Soren just being a weirdo and just saying weird things. And I'm just like, this man's, like, awkwardness surpasses his own sort of, like, yeah, it just surpasses his own sort of, like, weird, like, vibe that he's trying to send towards Evelyn and anybody who's around him. It's just, this guy just doesn't deserve to be in the public space, honestly. He needs to be in office and working if he really wants to prove that he's not this weirdo. But whatever. He might have had a bad past and that caused him to be the way he is right now. So could be that. Otherwise, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Rainer has to say about something, like what he's gonna do for us and what he's gonna do in general, I guess. But otherwise, that's it for this episode. So, Roz, out.